Welcome Pisces, September 2024, and believe me when I say it's not an overstatement to say this month, September, is going to be a very, very defining moment in your life journey. I say that because, let me start this wheel. Is it going? Yep, it's going. The 3rd of September, note here in your zone of relationships, which is also, by the way, right opposite your sun sign, implicating your self-image, the new moon. New moon there. This is called an angular new moon. It's powerful. It heralds change, both in your relationships, but I think as the reading progresses today, you're going to see that it's focused more on this sun sign of yours, the sign of Pisces. A couple of other transits that are important. This Mars transit into the 5th house, the creative sector of your horoscope, in a triangle, especially to those of you in the early part of Pisces. You're going to be activated by Mars, not too physically activated, I would say, because of its placement in the sign of Cancer, which weakens its firepower. Certainly, however, the emotional components, part of your Pisces makeup, water sign of Cancer. And here on the 9th, things start to get a little juicy. We've got it in the water sign of Scorpio. There's the triangular aspect created from Scorpio to Mars and also to Pisces. So that's the trigger. The important event, however, is the build-up over months of this Saturn and Neptune in your sun sign. Some of you will recall that I was saying this has been a challenging time for you, looking at yourselves to try to get a handle on who you are, where you want to be in life, where your values are in terms of your sense of identity. All of these things have been marked by the transit of Saturn and Neptune, and now they're both retrograde. So this is a really big reevaluation time. And on the 18th, we have an eclipse. It's a full moon eclipse taking place in your sun sign. This is very, very dynamic, very, very important. Personal transformation and self-awareness are the key words of this particular transit. This, along with the new moon in the 7th house on the 3rd, which had a direct impact on your sun sign, the eclipse here is going to really lift things to a new high. Who am I is the 3-word sentence, the 3-word question. There may be challenges to your identity or your appearance. You need to dress appropriately. You need to get yourself into the groove of what's appropriate and what's not. And you may want to play the independence role, but if that's going to go against you in terms of your work, in terms of possibility for income, in terms of forging broader and wider networks in all areas of your life, you need to balance that. This eclipse is notorious for the emotional releases, creative releases too, because the moon for you rules this sign of Cancer. We talked about Mars activating it. Well, now you've got that eclipse, and that's going to trigger all of these resistance mechanisms in your nature, what have been playing out here in the transits of Saturn. Your resistance to yourself, holding back from being who the hell you really are. You need to step that up. You need to be honest with yourself. And I dare say, especially with Mercury transiting here, you've had the Sun here in this 7th house, the relationships, you've probably been holding back for fear of offending someone. This can be business partnerships, it can be your personal relationships, it can also be people generally, the way you've interacted with people generally. You're being too accommodating of everyone, I think. Now is crunch time, Pisces. You have to look in the mirror and ask yourself, is this who I am? Or is this who I am? You've got a choice now. It's a funny choice because I'm not talking about the fork in the road of life, although I am. I'm talking about the inner fork, the inner path. You know, getting to who you are via the lines of least resistance. And getting to who you are, that's the core, that's the real destination, right? While you've been busily engaged in the outer destination, we have this inner journey that now is calling for you. Honesty, integrity, stepping up and being authentically who you really are, not pretending anymore. That is going to involve the energies of Saturn and Neptune, both of these planets together, if we look at them as a whole. And this is going to intensify. We'll talk about this over the coming year or so. It's a slow transit, but this is the combination of self-sacrifice. This means sacrificing a lot of shit to get to that core. You can and you will do it. And I'm here to just read the map for you to show you where and when those likely timings will occur. There's more on what's happening this month. I'm not going to let you down. I'm going to send you over to astrology.com.au. Follow the links here, Pisces. Read up more on what's happening. There's stuff I haven't talked about. That'll be over there at the site. Like and subscribe, please. That would really, really help us. I'm here if you need to talk about anything, to share technical information, ask questions, do so. That's why I'm here. And I look forward to your company next month. Stay safe. Take care. Bye-bye.